Hi everyone. I'm going to share some information with us on how we can write a good essay for level 3 writing. In level 3 writing, we need to have 5 paragraphs. We need to have an introduction, we need to have a conclusion, and then we should have 3 body paragraphs. The 3 body paragraphs are going to have our details, okay? Our introduction and conclusion will be general comments. So in the introduction, we're going to start off by saying something interesting. We can ask a question. We can give a statistic. We can give a fact. Anything that can grab my reader's attention. Then we can have 2 or 3 general sentences that help me understand the topic. Okay? We're not going to give details here. The details will be in the body paragraph. And then we're going to have a thesis sentence. A thesis sentence is going to be about the whole 5-paragraph essay. This is going to be the last sentence of my introduction, and it should also include my 3 details. I'll give you an example in a minute. There is a difference between a thesis sentence and a topic sentence. A thesis statement is going to be for the whole 5-paragraph essay. A topic sentence will be for just 1 paragraph. And then after I say that 1 topic sentence, we'll have a couple of examples, and then we'll move on to the next idea. When we get to the conclusion, we're going to say this thesis statement one more time. In my introduction, the thesis is the last sentence, and in the conclusion, this thesis is going to be the first sentence. So while in the introduction we're saying some general information, in the conclusion, once we say the thesis again, remind me of my 3 points, and then if you have a suggestion, this is where you can give me that suggestion or prediction or some kind of favorite ideas. Again, each paragraph should have at least 5 sentences. So if we have 5 paragraphs, again, we should have at least 25 sentences. I'm going to show us an example. So here I have a topic called kinds of music. And I want to show us a few things here. Here is my thesis, okay? So from here to here, this is what we call the thesis sentence. The topic of this essay is called kinds of music. So I'm starting off with some introduction and basic introduction, review, basic information in the introduction. This last sentence of the introduction is my thesis. This is going to tell me what the whole essay is about. So here I say there are 3 kinds of music that I like, and they are pop music, rock music, and oldies. So I know from the topic and from this thesis that my whole essay is going to be about different kinds of music. That second part of that thesis will tell me 3 kinds of music that I like. That will be what each body paragraph is about. So I said that 1 kind of music that I like is pop music. So my first body paragraph will be about pop music. I say a topic sentence for my first sentence. The first kind of music that I like is pop music. We can use a transition. It will be helpful for our readers to know that we're starting off with a new idea. And notice that every paragraph has an indent. So when we're done with 1 paragraph, skip a line and indent the beginning of the new sentence, so that'll help me know that we're starting a new idea. So because I said the first kind of music that I like is pop music, the first body paragraph will explain that. I gave some examples here of some popular pop singers: Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, the Chainsmokers, Rihanna, and then I have at least 4 sentences here. And then I said that the second paragraph, the second kind of music that I like is rock music. So here, the whole paragraph will just be about rock music. My first sentence is my topic sentence, so I can only say the topic. Don't give information for that first sentence. When I say there are 3 kinds of music that I like, and they are pop music, rock music, and oldies, the first sentence of each paragraph needs to tell me what I'm talking about. So that first sentence of the first body needs to tell me that I'm talking about pop music. The first sentence of the second paragraph needs to tell me that I'm talking about rock music. Now after here, I have some other examples of some rock singers: Metallica, Green Day, Linkin Park, Blink-182. And again, make sure we have at least 4 or 5 sentences for each. My third body paragraph, again, I only say the general idea. The last kind of music that I like is called oldies. So my first sentence of the 3 body paragraphs connects with my thesis sentence, the last sentence of the introduction. Again, the thesis is for the whole essay. There are 3 kinds of music that I like. And then my 3 body paragraphs really need to describe those 3 different kinds of music. 1 paragraph just for pop music, 1 paragraph just for rock music, and the last paragraph for oldies. And I gave examples for each one. Now, when we get to the conclusion sentence, my first sentence here needs to be the same, or a rephrased part, just like the last sentence of the introduction. So at the end of the introduction, I said there are 3 kinds of music that I like, and they are pop music, rock music, and oldies. My first sentence of the conclusion is very similar, right? Almost the same. So make sure that the last sentence of the introduction and the first sentence of the conclusion are the same. Now in the conclusion, we're giving a suggestion or a general kind of a review. And I give a suggestion here saying that listening to the radio helps me in the car, and it also helps me listen to music and relax before I go to sleep. So this is kind of a general essay and what it's supposed to look like. Again, the introduction should be a general idea, a thesis with the last sentence. This thesis sentence will tell me about the whole essay. Don't forget to mention those 3 parts: pop music, rock music, and oldies in my thesis. And then my 3 body paragraphs will describe those 3 with details. The conclusion again should have the thesis again from my first sentence and a suggestion. Don't forget we need to have at least 5 sentences for each paragraph. But don't think you have to do so much for each. In addition, looking for these ideas, I will also check for your grammar, capitalization, comma, and spelling rules. So make sure that we can do everything correctly, and we will do lots of practice this semester. I will leave us many examples, so hopefully we can do very well with these.